Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sahara, the borderline millennial, and I am currently on a journey to creating a cozier, more intentional life for my 30s, one hobby, one moment, and one memory at a time. And today, I'm in an unfamiliar place, but a place that I am absolutely loving. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I am Los Angeles based. I'm a Southern California girl, but I love to travel and experience new things. And one of the new things that I'm trying this weekend with my husband is we are at a postcard cabin here in the Big Bear area, specifically in Running Springs. So my husband has had the past week off for his wellness week at work. He did have to do a little bit of work during that just because times are busy. So we figured on Thursday night, we decided we were going to book a little weekend getaway. I was asking my husband what he wanted to do to really kind of maximize the last bit of his week off of work. And he just wanted to do a getaway. And we looked at a bunch of different places. We are Marriott people, so we predominantly search different Marriotts for unique experiences, things like that. At first, we were thinking, oh, maybe we'll go to a place that, is a little bit familiar to us, like Laguna Beach, which is one of our favorite spots in the world, or maybe we'll go to Palm Springs. But then we ended up looking up Big Bear because we both really love Big Bear, and we ended up stumbling upon the Postcard Cabins at Big Bear Lake. Or it's not really at Big Bear Lake, but I think it's in the Big Bear area. But we found this one, and this is actually something that I've been looking for or looking at for a couple of years now. And it's basically glamping. So we have these cool cabins that are meant for, 1 to 2 to some of them are meant for 3 or 4 people, but they're just smaller, cozier cabins settled here in the San Bernardino National Forest. And you basically just come here to relax, to connect with nature, to unplug if you so choose, or to just enjoy a cute little weekend getaway. One of the best parts about Postcards Cabins is that they do specialize in helping people close to big cities reconnect with nature. So a lot of their locations are within 2 hours from major cities, and this one is exactly that. Of course, we left Friday after work, so there was a bit of traffic. So it took us about 2.5 hours to get here from Los Angeles. But on an ordinary day, or if we left in the morning and there was no traffic, it's only an hour and a half. So it's actually very close to Los Angeles, which is really cool. And honestly, one of my favorite parts about living in LA is you can get to the beach, you can get to the mountains, you can get to the desert if you want, all within 2 hours. So we decided to come here because this has been a place and kind of something on our bucket list. We haven't actually been glamping together or really been staying in the forest together. We have been to Big Bear and Tahoe, but we haven't actually stayed out here in the forest and in the wilderness. So this is really fun for us to do together. But it's also really cool because I've seen the Postcards brand for a while, and just last month in June, early summer, they announced their partnership with Marriott Bonvoy. So as soon as I realized it was Marriott, I was like, oh my God, we can totally do this now and get our Marriott points, use our Marriott card, and just really kind of double dip there. So long story short, my husband and I decided to take a little weekend getaway to the mountains, just under 2 hours from Los Angeles, and we are just having a really nice time. So we got in on Friday night, which was last night. It's currently Saturday afternoon, and I didn't do an intro or anything because we just went out and basically we got here, we checked into our little thing with our key code. We didn't meet any staff or anyone. They're just communicate with us via text, and it was super easy to navigate, super easy to get in. Our cabin came with a parking spot, and it's just been really seamless. There's air conditioning in here. I haven't lost cell reception once, so I'm able to use my 5G. And the cabin itself has a really cute 2 stove. It has a sink. It has its own private bathroom with a standing shower, and just a lot of cute little amenities all packed in this really cute and semi-luxurious little cabin. So I wasn't able to film an intro last night, but I will be piecing those clips together while you're watching this here, so you can kind of see what the cabin looks like before we got settled into it. And then earlier today, we woke up and we just decided to explore the town of Running Springs. So when we went out to dinner last night, we saw that there was a bunch of little shops around. So we decided to check out some of those shops today, this morning. We got some breakfast at Lulu Bell's Bakery, which was super cute. And then we ended up finding a little artisan market. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in right now because this is kind of my informal intro to the video, but also just kind of an introduction to day 2, which is Saturday. So I'm gonna pop those in here right now, and then when I get back after that little cute montage, I'm gonna show you all the really cool stuff that I got from all of our little adventures this morning. So go ahead and enjoy that little montage now, and I'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. I hope you really liked that montage. We had so much fun this morning, as you can tell. I mean, we went to breakfast, which was really good. The Lulubelle's Bakery was a place that was actually on the list of recommended like eateries with this particular stay. So we wanted to check that out. And it was really cool because some of these towns can be leaning on the conservative side, and while I do see some of that present, the restaurant that we went to for breakfast today was very like inclusive. They like had LGBTQ plus flags everywhere, and it was just really welcoming and warm. And honestly, I felt really comfortable here in Running Springs. My husband too. The people have all been super friendly, even the tourists, the locals, everyone we've encountered, especially when we went to the artisan farmers market today. Like every single shop person, every single artisan and vendor that we went up to or who we passed by was friendly. They were telling us their stories. They were asking us where we were from. And it was just really nice. And we've really had great encounters with everyone that we've really come into contact with today. And then we wanted to stop at some of the shops, but they don't really open until like 10 or 11 here. But we did stumble upon the artisan farmers market, which I showed you, and that was open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I think. So we went there, and that was super awesome. There were tons and tons of vendors. We got a lot of great stuff. So one of the vendors that I really loved, it's called Magical Moments Designs, and they specialize in blind dates with a book. So a lot of you, if you're like bookish, you know what blind dates on a book are. You can get them on TikTok Shop, you can get them at Barnes & Noble, you can get them from a lot of different places, but they were like a small bookseller, so I really wanted to support them, and I've always wanted a blind date with a book, so let me show you. They even packaged it up for me, and Arjuna and I both got one. Oh, and because I followed them on Instagram, they also gave me a couple of stickers. So I picked this one, and Arjuna picked this one. So we got some stickers. And then, okay, so this was one I chose. So I decided to choose a thriller because I feel like I've been reading a lot of romance lately, and I do love a good thriller. So I wanted to kind of get a surprising thriller. So I got this one, and she packaged it. Sorry, let me set this to side. And she packaged this so well. I love the wrapping paper. It comes with a little tea. It's the Tazo vanilla caramel chai. There's also some more stickers on here, which I love. And then on the back, it tells you what like a synopsis is. So for this one in particular, it says she assumed a ghostwriter's identity until her disappearance becomes the perfect crime. So that sounded really intriguing to me. I was going back and forth with a couple of books, but this is what I ultimately decided on. And then not only does it come with a bunch of cool stickers, but it also comes with a little annotation sticky note kit, a bookmark, and then another, and a little reading list bookmark and a highlighter. So all of this, because I can't tell if this one's a paperback. I think this is a paperback. So her paperbacks were $15. Like all this for $15. You get a book, tea, stickers, annotation stickies, bookmarks, and a highlighter. I think that's a really good deal. And then if you wanted like one that was a hardcover, that was $20. And then if you wanted a children's book version, that was only $10. And what's really cool is that this woman also sells them online. So if you go to her store, shopmagicalmoments.square.site, or you can find them on Instagram at shop.magicalmoments. Then you can actually order some for yourself, and then they will get shipped and delivered to you. So support, these local businesses here. And then Arjuna, of course, got one as well. He's a sci-fi guy, so it's no surprise he got a sci-fi book. His also came with stickers, the annotation note, little sticky notes, highlighter, the bookmarks, and I really love his stickers. So I might have to steal some of these, especially this tarot one. But his synopsis is that a brutal dystopia, a band of misfits, their mission, tear down the system. So that sounds really intriguing. That was one of the buys that we got. Okay, and there was also tons and tons of food vendors and a lot of like sourdough vendors, which was cool. And sourdough is fine. And I've been wanting to get into like making sourdough because I feel like during COVID, it was either you like started a business or you made sourdough or you started crafting. Like there were just certain things that people picked up as hobbies during COVID, and sourdough was like the biggest one. I love bread, and I somehow didn't end up getting into it. But now that I'm mostly gluten-free, I was like, I kind of want to do it, but I want to make a gluten-free bread. And then we ran into a person who was selling sourdough starters, but they were gluten-free. So I'm really excited to try this out. I'm going to have my first little sourdough starter baby. I'm going to try out this as like a new hobby because I've been trying to try out new hobbies, find what sticks, find what's me, what I enjoy. So this one's going to be pretty fun. And then there was also a lady, and she is a baker, and she specializes in keto, paleo, vegan, gluten-free, different types of pastries. And so, of course, I had to get something from her. And I got these Out of This World Artisan Confections is her name. And these are gluten-free brownies with like 3 different types of chocolate. And they were made in her home kitchen, and they're really cutely packaged. And they just look so delicious. She said I could even freeze these if I wanted to, just to kind of make them last a little bit longer. But I'm just excited to try these because these look really good, and I'm always now looking for good gluten-free snacks, treats, food items, etc. One thing about me is that I love bears. Bears are my favorite animal. They're my spirit animal. I've always loved bears ever since I was a little girl, and I particularly love the wood carvings of bears. We got one, my husband and I, we got our first one back in 2021 or 2022 when we went to Big Bear for the first time. And then there was a woodworker here at the artisan market who made these by hand. This was funny because it was actually his COVID project. He said he used to make beef jerky, and then around 2020, 2021, he pivoted into making these wooden bears and doing some woodworking. So we got this one, but look, it has like a stand here. So you can put a little sign so you can make him seasonal. So the one that we got, this cute little black bear, he actually came with this Happy Halloween sign. But we had chatted up the guy. I guess he really liked us and he wanted to offer us another sign. So naturally we got one for Arjuna because his favorite holiday is Christmas. So when it's Christmas time, we can swap it out for the little Merry Christmas sign. So we have our little wooden bear with his cute little holiday signs, and it's just so adorable. I'm going to set him right here because like I just think he looks so cute. I'll put him in the Halloween one because it is summerine, So those are the main things that we got there. And then as you saw also in the montage, we went back into the town and we went and stopped in some of the other shops. And one of the shops that I really wanted to go to, well, 2 of the shops, they're right next to each other. One was Sugar Chalet, which is like a baked goods store. And I just got a little maple donut. I would show you, but I scarfed that down. And then right next door is this, it's called Artistry and Alchemy. So it's kind of like an apothecary. They had a lot of crystals, they had a lot of teas, they had a lot of things for spirituality. And so the first thing we got, Arjuna saw us as soon as we went into the store, was this beautiful card of this bear and all these florals, and I'm obsessed. And then of course we got a ton of crystals. Forgive me, I can't name all of them right now. But we got this adorable little kitty crystal. This one's obsidian. I know that. And then I think this is a sunspot one. It's really gorgeous, especially in the light. And then, actually, let me just show you these better. Okay, so this one here, trying to get the best lighting, is green sunstone. If you can tell. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. Green sunstone. And then this one here is pink opal. Beautiful. And then the one I showed you earlier is blue sunstone. It's really pretty in the light. I forgot what this one is. Oh, I didn't get the picture of it, but I just really liked it. I thought it looked like venom. Yeah, okay, so that is pretty much everything we've done up to this point. Right now, it is around 1:30 p.m. It is a beautiful day, and we have the windows wide open, and Arjuna and I are just gonna relax. We picked up some sandwiches at this deli called Rocky's. It's like a local deli here, and we're gonna probably take those with us a little bit later and hit the walking trail that's part of this entire like campsite. See if we can find a cute spot, grab our picnic blanket, and just enjoy that over wherever we find somewhere cute to just sit and enjoy and eat our sandwiches. Maybe take our book, relax, or we'll just come out here on the deck and relax a little bit here. So we're just really gonna enjoy and unplug a little bit while we're here. We definitely want to catch up on our reading. We brought some board games. We brought like eels and escalators, Yahtzee, a chessboard. Maybe Arjuna's going to teach me chess. And then of course I brought like a magazine, and we each brought our books. So we're just going to spend the rest of the afternoon having a little siesta, kind of relaxing. We might take a nap, and then I'll probably bring you guys along when we go for our little nature walk. So I'm just going to sit back, relax. You can enjoy the view for a little bit with us, and then we'll go ahead and get a little outdoor time. Oh, before I go for my little siesta, I forgot. We found this guy who had vinyl records, a ton of vinyl records, and we bought this one because I was like, do you happen to have any like holiday Christmas ones? Because I just love vintage Christmas music, especially on the vinyl record players. And he had this one, which is Christmas Greetings. I think this is from like the 1950s. It has versions of the Christmas Greetings, Carol of the Bells, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Deck the Halls, Away in the Manger, Silent Night, First Noel, Joy to the World. Like if you think of a classic Christmas song, it's on this vinyl record. So I am stoked to listen to this during the holiday season. So that is actually the last thing we bought. Okay, now I'm gonna go take a little nappy. Good night. Nature walk. Ready, babe? are showered, we are clean, we are we have exercise, and now it's about, what time is it?
6:40.
Okay, yeah. So it's about 6:40 right now, and it's really still quite bright out. The sun doesn't really set here until about like 8:10 or so. But yeah, so we've cleaned up and now we're hungry, so we're gonna go to another little shop this evening for dinner. Victoria's Restaurant?
Victoria's Restaurant.
Yeah, Victoria's Restaurant. It's another one that's right in town. I feel like at the end of this trip, oh, birdie. But I feel like at the end of this trip, we'll probably have gone to like at least half of the cafes, restaurants, bakery, eateries while we've been here, just for like 2 days and 3 nights. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one out. Arjuna is thinking of getting an eggplant parm. Yeah.
On penne pasta.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking of honestly just getting like spaghetti and meatballs. I don't know if they have gluten-free pasta here. I'm hoping they do, but if not, I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit. So yeah, it's a nice evening here. We're going to head over to dinner, and then we're going to come back and just hang out, make some tea, play some games, and relax for the rest of the day. So I'll see you in a bit.
Incorrect password.
Did you do all lowercase? Good evening. We're back from dinner. It was good. It was like, okay, it was solid. I don't know if I'd put it on like a like list or that we'd go back necessarily. I thought it was just a little bit overpriced for what it was, and the service was really slow, but I mean, it was fine. I ended up getting the lasagna instead of the meatballs and spaghetti because I was like, you know what? I can literally make spaghetti and meatballs anytime I'm at home, but I don't ever make lasagna. Sorry, I'm distracted because like the longer I sit on this table, the more I realize how many ants there are. So I'm probably not going to be out here too long, but the sun is setting. It is a beautiful evening. It is so peaceful and so quiet out here, and I just love it. The only sad thing is that it's like high chance of fire time, like high burn time, so they're not allowing guests to use the fire pits, so we can't enjoy a nice cozy campfire, which is something I was actually looking forward to doing and hoping that we could do, but that's okay. So we'll just have to come back in the fall maybe, and sometime in the fall, I don't know if it's this fall or next fall, and come back and do a little campfire and roast marshmallows and stuff, because that I think would be really cute. Just gonna sit out here for a little bit. I don't know how long I'm gonna sit out here, honestly, just because there are a lot of ants on our table right now, and it's time for the bugs to come out. And it's funny because I was a camp counselor when I was like in like a late teen and stuff for a Girl Scout camp, and I'm prone to bug bites. I'm allergic to spider bites. Yet I spent an entire summer out in the woods covered in bug bites like mosquitoes and stuff, but I never got bit by a spider, which is great. But I have just always been susceptible and the most loved person in the mosquito community. So I don't actually know how long I'll be out here because I can already just feel the bugs coming to get me because they know I've got juicy blood. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to be chilling. Arjuna's just kind of relaxing right now. I think we're going to relax together, play some games, get cozy in the cabin. I might play a little of my Switch. My goal is to like kind of unplug from my phone and like really kind of enjoy nature and enjoy the hobbies and stuff, but it's okay for me to like play my video games, play my Switch and stuff because I just don't, oh my God. I'm going inside. Hold on. There are just some massive bugs out here. I can't believe how much of an outdoor girl I used to be because I am not acclimated to it anymore. You live in like Los Angeles for 5-6 years? Dang, have I lived in LA for 6 years now? I don't know. But you live here so long and you're just not used to the bugs anymore. A big bug almost attacked me, so I'm inside.
Okay.
Yeah. And the sun's gone down mostly, so I'm inside now. Okay, so I'm back inside. You just saw me almost get attacked by like a bug that was literally so big. It was like this big and it was flying, and I don't know if it was a June bug. It didn't look like a June bug. I don't know what it was, but I was not taking my chances, because literally, as I was talking about how I am susceptible and prone to bugs coming to bite me, a big, huge bug literally came up. And if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. But we are back in the cabin. I think I'm going to make us some tea, because we're both very full after a heavy pasta dinner. And I think we just need some tea to settle our stomachs, and then get a little bit cozy, turn the lighting down a little bit, play some games, and just relax and hang out. It's only 8:15, so we are here for our last evening here at the Postcard Cabins at Big Bear. Tomorrow, we were able to secure a late checkout, so instead of checking out at 11 a.m., we're going to be checking out at 1 p.m. So we're going to get up, go get some breakfast, come back, pack up, relax, hang out, take a little walk, and then we're going to head to Lake Arrowhead. So that's going to be really fun. I've never been to Lake Arrowhead. I love a lake. I grew up going to Lake Tahoe because I grew up in Sacramento, so Lake Tahoe was like the place you go to for like a little weekend getaway sometimes if you don't go to like San Francisco or whatever. But I love going to the lake, so I'm really excited to check out Lake Arrowhead, see what that's about, and then just head home because it's going to be Sunday and we have work on Monday. So yeah, I'm just going to make some tea, play a little games, and stay in for the rest of the night. So you'll be seeing a little bit of what we're doing this evening, but I'll probably be talking to you tomorrow before we leave the cabin and check out. So enjoy this evening with me, and I'll talk to you in the morning. Hi friends, it is Sunday, like late morning, early afternoon. As you saw, we woke up and just relaxed. There was nothing at all that we needed to do this morning. So while Arjuna was getting up and get ready, because he actually got up before me, I just laid in bed, opened the blinds, soaked up some sun, played on my Switch, read a little book, and I just feel so good. I feel so relaxed, so rejuvenated. I feel like this weekend definitely gave me everything that we were hoping to get out of this, which is to rest and to relax and unplug a little bit and just kind of get back to nature, get back to our hobbies, and just enjoy some time in the woods. And I feel like I got exactly that. I did wake up a little bit tired this morning because we lost power last night, probably around like 11:30 or so, 11:30 at night, and we were still awake. We were like just about to head to bed. As we got into the bed, we noticed that the air conditioner turned off, and we're like, okay, that's normal because it's on auto, so it probably reached the ideal temperature in the cabin. But then I went to check something, and I went to flick on the light that's above the bed, and I flicked it on again, flicked it off, and it wasn't working. And then I looked out the window and I realized our porch light wasn't on, and then we looked around and it was like very dark in the campsite, and that's when we realized that the entire campsite property electricity was out. So that meant no air conditioning, no lights, our fridge probably like wasn't working, the stovetop, etc. So that went on for a few hours. We did fall asleep a little bit after that, after we had texted with the property manager, the staff here at the campsite, and they let us know that this was a site-wide problem. They have the electrician company on it, looking into it, trying to restore electricity. So we were kind of on again, off again, sleeping, just kind of concerned with the power because we do have some stuff in the fridge. So we're just worried about that a little bit, but we fell asleep, and then I woke up around like 1:30, 2 a.m. because I noticed the air conditioner come back on. So we did eventually get our power back in just a couple of hours. So a long story short, we were a little bit sleepy when we woke up this morning because we fell asleep late, and it wasn't the most restful sleep because I was kind of like in my mind subconsciously worrying about the power, but everything is all in well. As you can see, it is a beautiful day today, and we plan to maximize on that beautiful day. We did take a morning nap. Like, we got up, got ready a little bit, like we were still in our pajamas for most of the morning, and then we fell back asleep. And then we woke up again at around 11 o'clock. It's now just past noon, and we finished packing up all of our stuff, doing some of the little cleaning things that we have to do for checkout, and Arjuna is going to be loading up the car as we're going to be preparing to go to Lake Arrowhead. Since we're still a little bit tired, we weren't sure if we were going to go to Lake Arrowhead, but it's literally a 14-minute drive from the Postcard Cabins here in Running Springs. So we figured, why not? Let's still go, check it out. We don't have to stay the whole time. Just go, check out the vibes, get some breakfast, because the breakfast spot that we were going to go to today, we were so excited to go to this breakfast spot, isn't open on Sundays, which I think is so weird for like a diner to not be open on a Sunday, but whatever, they're all like small family-run businesses here, so to each their own. But we haven't had breakfast yet. We did have our Chobani protein smoothies, which kind of served as our breakfast, and we're going to just get some food when we're in Lake Arrowhead. So that is our plan for the rest of today. Hey friends, we made it to Lake Arrowhead Village, which is a little village surrounding the actual Lake Arrowhead. We are starving, so we're gonna get some food. It is just after 1 right now, so it won't be breakfast, it'll be lunch, and I'm hoping I can find somewhere that has some eggs because I really want some breakfast food, but if we don't, that's okay. Oh, Arjuna actually just found Belgian Waffle Works, so we might actually be able to get some breakfast. So we're probably going to go get some food, and then we're going to walk around this village, go into some of the shops, and then go to the lake and walk around there. So it's going to be a pretty relaxed time here. probably won't see me talking to you too much, so I'm gonna just say my little farewell right here. So while you enjoy our day in Lake Arrowhead, you can enjoy that knowing that I'm really happy that you stayed tuned and watched this video. If you're new here, please subscribe, and if you're not new here but aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, because I am dropping videos weekly this summer and hopefully into the fall as well, and I would love to see you on my channel. So leave me a little fun brown heart emoji in the comments if you made it to this point, and I will see you in the next video. Enjoy these scenes of Lake Arrowhead. Bye!